Greetings, folks. Zazubaar here, and today I'm here to do a review for a friend. Yeah, today I'm going to be reviewing something made by CHOPPERPILOT5. Yeah, my good friend Adam Noyce. And today we're going to be talking about his first kind of sample of his audiobook, Godzilla and King Kong: The Battle for Earth. It's a fan book he's been writing for a while, and this is the first kind of sample of what the audiobook is going to be like he's made. And before anything else, I recommend that you go listen to it before watching this review, since I'm not going to really go into much of a plot synopsis or explain to you what happened in it. So definitely watch it before you watch this review, otherwise you're not going to know what I'm talking about. So go check that out now. It'll be in the description below. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing I want to say is that I don't like reviewing things out of context. Now, as I said, Adam just pulled a section of this novel he's written and pretty much read it and put in sound effects. Now, that's fine. It's just a sample. It's just kind of show us what it's all about and how he's going to be approaching this. It's not really like set to give us characterization or establish a plot. It's just there to give us atmosphere and tell us about a really cool scene that's in the story out of context and make us excited for it. It's very much in the same vein of how some movie companies release specific scenes from movies before the movie comes out to get people hyped for it. And it's a great strategy to use. And so it's just a weird thing to review since I don't know who the characters are. I don't know what the plot is. I don't know why the characters are doing what they're doing. And pulling things out of context can sometimes make things look good when they're not good, or make things look bad when they're actually good, because we don't know what's going on around that. So really all I can talk about in this review of this section of the novel is that it's well written. I mean, that's the first thing. It's very well written. You could have fooled me, Adam. I thought you were reading from a professional book. Very, very well written, very descriptive, and that was the one thing I really liked about how descriptive it was. I felt like I could see the island that the characters were on without actually going there or seeing pictures of it. Now maybe, and I don't think this is really the region since, again, he was very descriptive, but also, this scene that he picked to read from is actually based on, now he's told me this while talking privately, that he's based this scene on a scene from Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie, which is a great game, fantastic video game, one of the very few movie adaptations in games that are actually good, and it's based on a scene from that, and that's cool, and it's cool that I was able to catch that, and cool that he was able to throw that in there, and not make it clunky. It feels like it fits in that setting, since it also introduces what's going to become. Again, this is just something I know from talking to him privately. Introducing something that's going to become very vital to the plot, and that's cool. That's very cool that he was able to integrate that so fluidly, and not really worry too much about it sounding clunky and out of place. So I like the reference, and I like the way it was written. Very, very well done on that. The only criticism I really have is the actual audiobook aspect of this, and this is something that I'm sure is going to be better, more well done when he actually sits down to do the entire book, and that is the way the audio was mixed. It wasn't a problem until he started adding gunfire into it. Now here's the thing: he adds in rain, lightning, and thunder effects, or just thunder, I guess, and gunshots. And monster roars. Everything before we hear the gunshots and the monster roars is fine. We can hear him both talking, and we can hear the rain in the background and the thunder, and they're both fine. They're not really conflicting. But once we start hearing the gunshots, and he's still like describing still reading from the book, it's hard to hear what he's saying. And you could say that maybe it's just that he's describing the gunfire, so we're just hearing it, so it's not really like we need to hear what he's saying. But that's not exactly what he was doing. What he was doing was, after he said, like, and then so-and-so shot his M16 at Varan, And then the gunfire would go off. It wasn't like, and he would say the line and the gunfire was going off simultaneously. I would have been fine with that. Or I would have been more fine, and I think this would work better, is to say, and so shot gunfire at Varan. Hear the gunshot. No, pull out the don't read from the novel. Like, pull out the excerpt. Gunfire stops, and then start reading again. That way, it kind of sounds like you just described it. Now it's happening. And then you continue on saying what you're saying. And I'm sure that that's something that he can easily approve or work on when he sits down to do this. Again, this was just a sample, so I'm sure this will be much more improved upon when he actually sits down and do the full thing. But aside from the audio mixing, it was great. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to hear more. So Adam, I hope this was satisfying. It's kind of a weird thing to review because, again, it's out of context, and I've personally never reviewed an audiobook before, so it's kind of, if this wasn't a fantastic review, I apologize. It's just that this is something I'm not used to doing. So thank you very much for listening. I recommend this with the highest regards to go check this out. It's great stuff. And I can't wait to hear the full thing. So very well done, Adam. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. Zazubaar out.